I love my HBCU. And boy, I love it, love it. I love it, love it. I love my HBCU. And man, I hope my team they won one. I hope my team they won one. Yeah, man. I hope my team they won one. I hope my team they won one. I tune into the HBCU Sports Lab to see if my team won or lost. If they lost, I'm quiet as a mouse. But if they won, keep tab. I'ma do the dab, yeah. Dr. Cavil, he know what he be talking about. Mike and Charles, they know what they be talking about. They compress the analytic data with the hip hop. If you know them like I know them, they gon' tell you if your team, if they won or lost, and who the ball. So listen to Professor, yes sir, and pay attention, cause he gon' teach a lesson.
This is Dr. Cavil's Inside the HBCU Sports Lab. This is episode 687. This is the Indy Report, and I have this is a real one here. I got the whole world with me today. I got all three of us today. We got with David Rhodes, Jeffrey Johnson, and Brandon King. I will start with the one with the baby. How you doing, Mr. Johnson?
Man, look, I don't know if y'all can see my shoulder, but it's full of vomit. So, yeah. I don't know which twin this is, but it's one of them. So,
you better figure it out because you got to get them back. You got to get them back later. So you got to get the twin back later.
I think this might be Zuri. Are you Zuri? She don't know, but yeah, it's one of them.
You're supposed to know. You the dad. You're supposed to know these things, sir.
Well, look, I mean, I can't tell. I only can tell like her belly button. She has a mark on her belly button. I ain't pulling up a skirt right now, so.
Nah, and I don't blame you there, sir. I don't blame you there at all. Mr. King went black, so I don't think he's doing too hot right now. Brandon, how you doing, man? All right, I'll come back to Brandon. I'll run the intro in the meantime. Welcome to episode 687 of Inside the HBCU Sports Lab radio show and podcast. The show that's covering the sport and HBCU diaspora, all things HBCU sports for institutions large and small, from the NAIA to the NCAA. We share insights and information on the HBCU sports culture and HBCU athletic aesthetics to facilitate the story of HBCUs, athletic programs, and the business of HBCU sports. I'm your host, David L. Rhodes. We have Jeffrey Johnson. Tariq Wilson's on assignment, and Brandon King should be returning shortly. We are filming from our home studios and sending a signal live to our KCOH 1230 AM studios with the Texas Radio Hall of Famer Ralph Cooper in the beautiful home of Texas Southern University from Houston, Texas. So, how was your weekend, my man?
You know what? It was filled with this. You know, we did have help come through. So shout out to their aunties. It was a whole bunch of them. So we had a house full of women in here with these girls, and I was able to do like projects. So I got a garden right over there. My back porch is now done, and back there somewhere is a bunch of crops. So everything's good, no complaints.
All right, yeah, I went to the jazz festival this weekend, so I went to Newport Jazz this weekend on Friday. I went there.
Which one?
Newport. I went to Newport. I only went one day though. I only went Friday. Yeah, the Roots were there. The Roots were there Friday. Then I did a back-to-back Roots. I went to see the Roots on Friday at the Jazz Fest, and then they did a full set at Mohegan Sun the following day.
Okay. Yeah. Was Robert Glasper with him?
No Robert Glasper. No special guests. No special guests.
Okay.
It was just the Roots. Nice. All right, Brandon King has returned. How are you doing today, sir?
I'm doing good, man. How y'all doing today?
Doing great, and it's quiet now. It's quiet in your streets now. That's good.
So yeah, I'm actually at the gym. My son there, his team is having open runs. So if you happen to see a basketball fly past me or a child,
well, I'll tell you. Look out if it is really like about to smack you in your head. I'll let you know if it comes to that point. So we only got Mr. Johnson. We only got Mr. Johnson for 1 segment, so I want to go ahead. I want to see if he have you hear that your head football coach interviewed with Chris Stevens from HBCU Sports. Did you get a chance to watch it?
I didn't. You know what? I've read he did an article with the Virginia, with not the Daily Press, but the Virginian Pilot. I read that, but I didn't see that one. What do you
I
say?
think, I think you guys are going to surprise some folks this year.
Oh,
He's not paying attention to the clippings. He didn't pay attention to the fact that it was 11th. He did try, like they did ask him about the Sean Gibbs comment, and
yeah,
he kind of blew that off too, and rightfully
yeah,
so. You
yeah,
know,
yeah,
so he got the media game on lock.
yeah.
I'm
Oh,
fast.
yeah,
Yeah, he got it down. He got that thing down pat. But I'm fascinated to see what you guys do.
yeah. But you know
Um,
what? If I would say this earlier, during the spring, we only had 42 players on the team. Now we got a full roster. I think we got close to 75. So, so he got his players in that he wants. You know, I know he's being very coy about the starting quarterback position, but
yeah, they asked him
that,
about that.
yeah, all the signs are pointing to that kid from Lincoln. And he got a bag anyway. You know, so why not play that guy? And
Oh,
we
do
did get a
y'all pay Freeman?
man. Look,
I'm just asking
word.
questions.
Yeah, you asking too much right now, man. Yeah, you know, we got it.
No, I'm not doubting that you don't have it. I'm just wondering, like, all right, what's that NIL bag looking like?
I mean, now we're talking chitlin bowl bunny, man. You know, this ain't like
No, it ain't
you
tens of thousands of dollars. No, because we're not even doing
yeah,
that. We're not even
nah,
doing that for the football team.
this
We're
chitlin
paying some
circuit
players. We're not
money.
doing that.
Like this is this is fried fish takeout money. So that's what you getting. So you know, this church plate dinner money, man. That's what he getting right now, man.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah,
Fair
but
enough.
no, I'm high. I'm a little bit higher than what the prognosticators got. You know, I'm really excited to see what we got. Hopefully, we got some pass rushers. That's what I'm hoping for.
Yeah, I just hope they don't show up on September 13th. Okay, that's all I care about. I just hope they don't show up on September 13th.
You'll
September
be all
13th.
right. You'll be all right. You're right. But I will want to say this though. What Stephen Gaither talked about on HBCU Game Day about the Blue Bloods. I don't know if y'all brought that up. Like
Nah,
HBCU Blue Bloods.
we can talk about I've been avoiding it. I'll be honest with you, bro.
Yeah.
I've been avoiding it like the plague. Like
Why?
because I just feel like there's the criteria is so different based on who says what they are.
Yeah. I
Like
got you.
I just so for me it's like, okay, are we talking about national titles? Then we
Yeah.
got to make some swaps.
Yeah.
Like we got to make some swaps.
Yeah.
Are we talking about longevity in a program and like sustained success? Okay, we still got to make some swaps.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Like
Absolutely.
so what? Once you tell me like if you give me clear criteria, because the thing for me when you come up with a list, when you come up with a tier system or something to that effect,
Yeah.
show me the criteria because I want to poke
Yeah.
holes.
Yeah. Okay.
You know?
I agree with you, and that makes good points. Because I was looking at it for was it just on football or is this just for all sports?
No, it's football. Are they only talking football? And if you're talking football, okay. The first one I saw, Tennessee
Yeah.
State wasn't a blue blood, which is insane to me. That's
It's
insanity.
like that. Like the
It's
fact
insanity.
that they didn't even think about that. Tennessee State is the equivalent to maybe like a I don't know, like a Nebraska or a Michigan or something like that. They've always been there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know the talk, like they just won the OVC Big South, but the talk has been a while since they won a championship. And
Yeah.
I'm like, guys, they have as
Yeah.
many national titles as any other school in HBCU. Like
Exactly.
there shouldn't
Exactly.
even be there shouldn't even be a discussion.
Yeah. I was very unnerved about that. I'm not, of course, Brandon. Like there you have it. You said it for
I
me.
mean, I don't like we got one school that's out here like counting national titles that they shouldn't be counting. Like
Oh,
I'm just trying to understand.
you might
I'm
as
just
well
trying
go
to
ahead and say them
understand.
now. You might as well go ahead and say them
I
now.
mean, it's not hard. Who else gives themselves titles around here? There's only one school that does it.
Oh.
There's only one snake that does it. There's only one snake that does it. There's only one snake that does these things.
Oh my God! Hey.
There's only one. There's only one that does it. There's only one that does it.
Oh man! You know what?
They know I love them. They know I love them. Shout out to Fairview. They know I love them. Those are my guys.
Yeah. Okay. Grambling as a blue blood. I mean, okay.
That's fine.
Yeah, that's fine. Southern.
That's fine.
Yeah. FAMU.
They're a blue blood. They're still a blue blood. They're still a blue blood, but
they're just the obnoxious blue blood. You know, it's like they're the obnoxious. Like, cause you know, like when we were in school, a lot of their fans still had Jerry curls. So you know, they're obnoxious with Jerry curls. Oh my God, I can't stand.
I can't.
The Jerry curls and the MC Hammer shades, all them old folks. You know what I'm talking about?
That was a different era. Yeah.
You know, that would, I hated that, man. So, okay, yeah, FAMU's a blue blood. I don't know who else did they leave. Oh, Jackson.
They put Jackson there. Jackson's a blue blood.
Yeah. You know,
I mean,
I would add Tennessee State, and I think I would kind of leave it there.
They had South Carolina State there. You think South Carolina State's a blue blood?
No.
Why, all right, now, why don't you think South Carolina State's a blue blood?
You know what? I think they're fool's gold. And, you know, now I'm talking historically. Yeah, okay. They do have Hall of Famers. Absolutely. But South Carolina State.
Fun fact about South Carolina State. They have more Hall of Famers than Clemson and South Carolina combined. Did you know that?
Yeah. Well, Clemson and South Carolina, you know, like.
I mean, Clemson got some national titles, you know.
Good. Yeah. Okay. All right. Yes, they do. All right. But I think those were like old. Yeah. So, you know what? It's like, is HBCU football better when South Carolina State is good? That's the question.
Yeah. But they've been so dominant, man. They got more MEAC titles than any other school.
Yeah. Okay. So, I mean, you know what? I would say they are a 1A. You know, they could be a blue blood, but you could probably switch them out for somebody.
And they got more NFL players. I think they have more NFL players than any other school in the league, too.
All right, you are making the case. They are a blue blood.
I'm here.
I'm a very compelling argument.
I'm just, and I hate those guys. Yeah. Let me be clear. And we're gonna, and by the way, Bulldogs, we're gonna get to you later. I've been in the Twitter streets. I've been paying attention to what's been going on. We'll get to y'all later.
Really not to give it to them, but yeah, you done sold me on them. So you know, so
I can't deny their ability to get players consistently in the NFL.
Yeah,
I can't. I just can't.
Yeah, and I just disagree. Tennessee State is one of the top 3 HBCU football programs. You know, like, you know, you can't say FAMU without Tennessee State, and you can't say Tennessee State without FAMU. You know, they're intertwined. Jackson State, Southern, Grambling, absolutely. South Carolina State. Oh, I forgot. I think it's because they're from South Carolina. That's the problem. So, you know.
I mean, I think they've had. They're the Pittsburgh Steelers of this HBCU football thing. They don't fire coaches. They don't fire coaches, and they've been consistently good for such a long period of time.
Terrible offenses, but you know, so I get that. Second group, you know, the A&Ts, the Hamptons. I forgot who else was on there.
Prairie View should be up there. I think Prairie View was a tier 1. I think they were tier 2.
Yeah. I mean, I can see that. I mean, we don't have no Hall of Famers. Historically, you know, we
have one. We have one Hall of Famer.
Who y'all got?
Elvin Bethea. He played for the Oilers.
Oh yeah.
He played for Buddy Ryan.
Yeah. Our biggest hope was Justin Durant.
He was offensive lineman. He got inducted while I was a student at A&T. Crazy enough.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, he got that while I was a student at A&T.
All right. So I think we got that off our chest, man. What other topics we got?
I was gonna save the G-Ho discussion for later, but have any of you guys downloaded Swag TV yet?
Well, not yet.
So I
Yeah,
guess
I
right
will.
now,
Yeah.
so
It's
right
been on
now
my
they
to-do list. I just hadn't got to it yet.
yeah, so they already got content up there from what I haven't downloaded it yet either. I'll be honest, but I plan on downloading it this week. But
Like
they already
I,
got content up there, so which is pretty cool. They got the all the swag championships from last year, which is pretty dope.
I'm not there to see Arkansas, Pine Bluff, and Mississippi Valley State. I'm sorry.
Well, you ain't gonna
So,
see that. I said championships. I
oh,
didn't. I
that's
didn't. That's what's up there
okay.
now. They're gonna have
Okay.
more games on Swag TV than I think on HBCU Go and ESPN Plus. Like
Okay.
they're gonna have them the decent chunk of their games is gonna be on that platform for football, which I think is which I think is awesome. And
Yeah.
I know how people would go at full sports, but like the beauty of full sports is that you know where everything's gonna be. There's no debate of where things are gonna be. So I'm kind
Yeah.
of fascinated to see how this goes, not just for
Mm,
football and basketball, but how they
yeah.
handle baseball, how they handle volleyball, how they handle all the other non-revenue sports.
I mean, that is a huge like task. If you cover all of those sports, it's like where do you get who are the commentators?
Oh, and
You
we
know,
got
like
we got a whole clan of them. Because
uh,
the
or
schools
well,
do
I'm
the schools do most of it.
oh, that's true. So the schools do most of it, which makes it simple, and you got a bunch of little production guys running around, all them little unemployed kids. Just give them a camera and let them do it. So
I'll never forget when I went to a few years ago when I went to go see A&T play Northeastern in baseball up here in
yeah,
Boston.
yeah,
And like Northeastern has their own, like their students run their own video crew,
yeah.
and
You know,
they do it all.
yeah. Hampton did that in our days, but then it became too much of a liability.
Yeah, I can understand that.
Well, I hope over that was something that they had time to assess and look at over the course of the three-year planning period. Of putting all this together. We reached out and talked to some of these schools and some of these entities that do their own video production and pick the brains to see what worked and see what didn't. So when it comes time for them, they could put a production out there that looks quality. Because honestly, there's some out there because there's already some schools in the SWAC that do a tremendous
They
job.
do.
Like I was, as much as it takes to say that Texas Southern does a darn good job with some of their stuff, particularly their basketball. I mean, the presentation was A1. And Valley actually does a pretty
Oh,
good job.
Valley, yo, whoever does, I can't remember the names of the guys that commentated basketball games. Somebody needs to hire them.
Absolutely.
Somebody needs to hire them. And I'm very mad that I can't remember their names right now, but somebody needs to hire them. They are so good at what they do.
They are.
So good.
I mean, they made they it's like they're like the Jim Ross or the Jerry Lawler of
Yeah, they
HBCU.
are.
They sold the games. Like they got you into it.
Yeah, man. But that makes you that's the making of a good commentator, a good play by play.
Yeah. Because I'm like, man, like I said, I mean, it as a fan, it got me into the game more.
Yep.
It made me pay attention, and if you're doing that as a commentator, then you are doing your job.
So
You use a
I'll tell you this:
wrestling
the first
term, you are talking me into the building.
you are the rotation I would have, I would check and see if A&T's playing. If A&T's not playing, I see what if Valley's playing, and I'm watching them because the commentators alone is worth the price of admission. I know Valley's not the best basketball team, but they're at home. I'm intrigued. I'm
All right,
intrigued to watch
Absolutely,
Valley. Sorry.
on Valley like the commentators for Valley basketball.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, they're really good. They're really good.
they are.
Um, all right, let me see. I'm looking for some other topics. We could talk about this real quick, and then I know this is gonna be Jeff's last segment. Then we'll go to break, and then we'll talk about Ho and the John Merritt Classic. Um, So Prairie View cut their tennis program. And I think it's assumed what it was based on the athletic portfolio and is rooted in commitment to long-term operational excellence, fiscal sustainability, and student-centered planning. But my thoughts on this is basically this is the casualty due to football, and and I think this is going to happen. Not just this is not just going to be exclusive to a PV. I think this is going to be a moment where universities are going to start making some tough decisions to cut some sports. And I don't think that's even an HBCU thing. I think the bigger schools are going to be doing similar things. So I just want to get you guys' perspective on it.
Yeah, I'll go first. I mean, I could kind of see that happening. First of all, they got that monstrosity of a stadium built, with that huge clubhouse. So, you probably got to Peter to pay Paul to pay back the loan. Secondly, and hell, Hampton had to get rid of golf. So, we definitely noticed this. And the programs up the road from me, Towson, had to they had to let go coach first. So now they're like, they did a story when they were letting go assistant coaches. So now you got coaches with more. So it's definitely happening across the board. I would expect to see it more on HBCU more before it becomes towards the PW.
Yeah, nah, I'm with you there, man. What are your thoughts, Brandon, on this?
I think as we move into this new landscape of collegiate sports with the NIL stuff and everything that came down, in terms of schools opting in. Like I said, this is not going to be an aberration. This is we're going to see more schools doing that because you're making, unfortunately, fiscal decisions now. And unfortunately, some of these other sports are going to be cap casualties. And there's really no other way around it. Particularly it's like if you want to compete in some of these other sports or even have a program, there are going to be some sports that unfortunately are going to have to go the way of the dinosaurs. And I mean, it's not going to be, to me, a surprise to see other schools cut some of these sports. You know, we could even, you look at, this is not me being biased, but you look at a state that doesn't even have baseball. A school of this that's not having a major sport like that, and when it all said and done, they may not be the only one who doesn't uh, see those types of sports. So to me, it's just more or less what's becoming a reality in this new uh, world that is college athletics. They're going to be looking more at the bottom line than anything, and they're going to have to make some tough decisions. You hate to see that for the student athletes and the coaches involved. For, they're now without a sport, but they won't be the first, and unfortunately, they won't be the last either.
Yeah, and I want to give a shout out to Prairie View. They pretty much said that the tennis scholarships are going to be honored if tennis athletes choose to stay on campus. If they choose to go in the portal, Prairie View is going to give them their complete support with documentation, advisement, and counseling. So I think that's good on Prairie View to do that. But now, man, I will say this: like, I don't think your HBCU is big enough, and it can't happen to you. Like, if you really want to win in football, winning in football now is more expensive than ever.
Oh, yeah. But they're paying Tremaine, the coach. They got that brand new turf. They got a stadium. They got a brand new field house. They got to pay. Got to pay for it.
Yep. But I'm just
got those snazzy little uniforms with the gold helmets.
Yo, Tremain's gonna. There's some folks that expect Tremaine to get it in where they get it in that first year too, and he probably should be able to do so. But I just wanted to bring that up because I think that's gonna be a thing. Like, I think folks are kind of like shocked now, but these universities are gonna have to make the tough decisions. They're gonna probably do some things that some alumni bases ain't gonna agree with.
Like I think a lot of us wouldn't. I mean, we wouldn't say anything if it was tennis or maybe. I think a lot of us would probably draw the line at track. You know,
Oh,
but
yeah. Like I think if somebody decides to cancel their track program, that's a whole different ballgame because track
oh
actually has the potential to make revenue.
yeah, it does. Yeah,
Yeah, like
I,
that's a revenue potential type of
yeah,
sport.
yeah. I think like the soft sports like a golf, volleyball, bowling. No, not even volleyball, but bowling. All of that. Yeah, you can probably get away with that. You know, but
But
I'm
well,
sorry, young fellas.
ain't
He just scored. I'm sorry.
oh you good, man? You good? You good?
he,
You good? You
he
being a
made a
dad,
hell of
man? I
a
can't be
move.
mad at that. You being a dad, I can't be mad at that. Nah, but yeah, like A&T ain't gonna ever cancel their bowling program. That ain't gonna happen.
y'all win bowling. So
Yeah, nah, they're consistently in the top 10. A lot of times in the top 5. They ain't canceling that. That ain't happening. Track ain't happening either.
no, no. But you know what though? This to me just kind of like Prairie View probably put too much money on one side of the coin, and then realized that they got to cut something out just to pay for it. So that's what it seems like.
What are the MEACs equivalent to Mississippi Valley and UAPB in terms of small athletic budgets? You Maryland Eastern Shore
Uh,
and Coppin State.
those two, yeah, they don't have football
Neither
programs.
one of them have football.
Yep,
Now if you're like, because Delaware State actually they're probably has a small budget too, and they do have football, but they
yeah,
also got other sports. I got to check the numbers for Del State,
yeah,
but Maryland Eastern Shore and Coppin budgets are really small. Like there's Division II programs that are bigger than some of their budgets.
absolutely. So
And fun fact, they get a cut of the Celebration Bowl money too, even though they don't play football.
that $20,000 check.
I think it's more. I think it's more than that now. I think it's close to like 60 or 70. I think, but they get a cut of that too.
What are they gonna do with that little money, man?
Fund the rest of the athletic budget. But I will say, Coppin State got like an indoor baseball facility. I think they got like an indoor baseball thing, so they could do hit and range and stuff like that. So.
Well, they need that, you know. They need something. I know they're fine. I mean, like I can never picture Coppin State with a football program.
I mean, we could talk about the school down the road opting out of the house settlement, but then they weren't the only HBCU that did it. There's one that's sitting right. There's one representative of one of them that did it as well, but both of them made sense.
Yeah, we talked about that already.
Yeah, we did talk about it the other week. I mean, the bottom line is, from what I've been hearing regarding the school down the road, they are in a wait and see approach to see how this pans out. They might consider opting in the following year. And Tennessee State, I think it was an optics thing. Like they couldn't
Yeah,
opt in
yeah,
with that, with everything that's going
and
on. But I
that,
see you guys got a new chancellor now. They took the intro tag off of my man.
yeah, and what you said is right because I talked to some people in the athletic program and they said exactly what you said. Optically, it just wasn't the best look considering all the financial issues the university is having, which is the same, which played a part why hockey was postponed a year.
Yep. Yep.
So you were spot on.
Yeah, man.
So
Like
I mean,
it just at the time, it just didn't make sense. Like, you're gonna go from all right, we ain't got no money to oh yeah, we're gonna start paying these players. It just didn't fly. But it looks like your boy Barlow's doing what he's got to do so far. All right, Jeff. I know you got to be a dad with that twin of yours that's throwing up on you, so I'm gonna let you go. We're gonna take this commercial break, and me and Brandon gonna talk about the John Merritt Classic and Jiho,
Prices
because, huh?
and them ticket prices,
You don't, man.
the parking prices, all
Oh,
that.
we'll talk about your part. Yeah, we're definitely gonna talk about your part, Brandon. I thought you were talking about, well,
Because
I
that
personally think,
it's like that DJ talked about, like you spend $100 just to get in the club before you even get a drink. So that's kind of how I feel about these classics now. So, all right,
all right,
fellas.
we'll talk about it.
we're gonna talk about it. All right, Jeff. Appreciate it, man. We're gonna take our first break. When we come back, we're gonna talk about the John A. Merritt Classic, and we're gonna talk about Jiho and why it's the best homecoming and why we already sold out. We'll be right back.
Get ready for the inaugural Unity Classic, Saturday, September 13th at Nathaniel Glover Community Field and Stadium. It's a clash of the Virginia Union Panthers of the CIAA and the Edward Waters Tigers of the SIAC. Plus, an HBCU band battle between the Edward Waters Triple Threat Marching Band and the Virginia Union Ambassadors of Sound. The inaugural Unity Classic goes down in due fall.
This is Brian Fulford. AD Drew and I are co-hosts of the BCSN Sports Lab. We talk about all things related to HBCU athletics. From the games, teams, coaches, and fan interest stories, we cover it all. You can find our shows on Facebook at BCSN Sports Lab, YouTube at MyJBN Online, and everywhere you listen to podcasts like Anchor, Spotify, Google, and Apple Podcasts. You can also find the show on the Jericho Broadcast Network's app. Make sure to download. We look forward to you joining the conversation and being a part of the show.
History? Yeah, we built that. Pride? We fuel that. And on August 30th, we run that. Two powerhouse HBCUs, Howard Bison, FAMU Rattlers, one legendary showdown under the Miami lights at Hard Rock Stadium. The energy unmatched. The culture undeniable. The vibes straight HBCU. 2025 Invesco QQQ Orange Blossom Classic. Get your tickets and book your hotel now at orangeblossomclassic.com. Saturday, August 30th at 4 p.m. in Miami Gardens.
This is the Dean of the College of HBCU Sports, Kenyatta Cavil of Dr. Cavil's Inside the HBCU Sports Lab with Mike Washington and Charles Bishop. Come mix it up in the lab where the course lecture is in session every Tuesday from 6 o'clock p.m. Central Standard Time on Facebook Live, YouTube Spreaker, or the BCSN app. As we discuss all things about the HBCU sports culture, including exploring the week that was in the sporting HBCU diaspora, as well as the upcoming week of HBCU Sports. With me, the Dean, the College of HBCU Sports, on Dr. Cavil's Inside HBCU Sports Lab with Mike Washington and Charles Bishop. Course lecture dismissed.
Football fans, HBCU football is back in the ATL with the Cricket MEAC SWAC Challenge Kickoff. Representing the MEAC, North Carolina Central, and representing the SWAC, Southern Eagles, Jaguars, the Marching Sound Machine, the Human Jukebox. The kickoff trophy is up for grabs, and bragging rights are on the line. The rivalry is real. Bring the family and join us pre-game for the fun-filled Coca-Cola fan experience, including band jamborees, food, activations, and fellowship. For tickets and information, visit MEACSWACChallenge.com.
Press the analytic data with your hip hop. If you know them like I know them, they gon' tell you if your team, if they want to lose, and who the ball. So listen to Professor, yes sir, and pay attention, cause he gon' teach a lesson.
Welcome back to episode 687 of Dr. Cavil's Inside the HBCU Sports Lab. This is the Indy Report. All right, man, we're going to start with the John A. Mary Classic. Why are you guys out here charging $30 to park? Man, this is insane.
Look, you know we got to recoup some money. It's got to come from somewhere. Y'all gonna pay this parking money. We gonna tax y'all to park.
Yeah, you mentioned in the past about, I guess, the tailgating is going to change up too, right? For your home games at Tennessee State.
So for those of you who don't, they actually announced it a couple days ago, maybe last week. That yes, tailgating is going to change. So if you got your tailgating spot, you can set up. Well, you tailgate 5 hours beforehand. You can set up 2 hours before that, but tailgating stops at kickoff. So how, we all been to games, you don't go in, you can walk around, and chill out outside the stadium all day, even after the game. They're putting a stop to that. They said in line with NFL tailgating rules and Nissan Stadium rules, according to the statement that they put out. So they ended the particular notice that I saw about coming in and enjoying the stadium or enjoying the game. So part of me tends to think that they want you to come in because, and I talked about it on here unapologetically, that the attendance a lot of times sucks. And so I don't know. I think this may be, maybe an emphasis to spur people to actually come inside. I don't know if this is necessarily the way I would have handled it. Um, because there's some other ways that you can get people to want to come in and watch the game. But that is a topic for your athletic administration to address, and we know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean about that. So, yeah, that's pretty much what that is.
So I bought my tickets on Monday when they went on sale. So I was able to grab me a ticket. I didn't know which section was what because when I looked at the seating chart, I had no idea. So I was in I'm getting the best seat I can mode. So I'm gonna probably be sitting with a bunch of Tennessee State Tigers with my lady friend. So it's kind of wild that I'm in this spot. And then I learned later that the the right side of the end zone is the visitor side, and that's where the band's gonna be. But the good thing about being in the section I'm in, I'm sitting like in the center, so I get to hear both bands, both ends. So that's gonna be dope. I'm looking forward to that. But I noticed that the visitor side was not open. I guess there was a construction going on, and that's probably the reason why, from what I understand, based on what I was seeing on
Yeah, they've
Twitter.
been doing some. They've been. Because the past few times I have been down to Nashville, they have been doing some construction in and around the stadium. So that likely plays a role into that. But well, A&T Road, to answer that question, it's been like that for a while that I've seen.
Really?
I mean, there's been some opposite seats on the side, but you, the problem is that a lot of times, even when we played some of those games, it wasn't necessarily attended as well from the other side. So a lot of the opposing um, fans ended up sitting close to the band, to where their band would sit if they had brought them.
Hmm. So yeah, so the way it's set up, you got the home side is where all the Tennessee State fans are supposed to be if they show up. I'm banking that they're not going to show up. I'm going to have plenty of space to sit where I need to sit. So like I'm in section 136. I'm pretty sure that joint's going to be packed. That's 50-yard line. So I'm assuming that's going to be packed. And I'm guessing there's probably more GA, but that's a whole different discussion point. So the left side is where the students sit. They got a student section for the left side, on the end zone side on the left side, and the band sits over there too, which is going to be dope.
Yeah.
And then on the right side is the visitors. Is where the Aggies is going to be sitting. We're going to fill our area. Like that's what we do. So the Aggies is going to fill their area over there on the right side. And the band's going to be there too. Blue Marching Machine is coming. For those who want to know, they are coming. They're going to do a couple away games, and that's one of them. So they will be there for that one. And so, but now I'm looking forward to this trip, man. It's funny because that same weekend is like welcome week for where my daughter's going to school, but she got into a leadership program, so she gets to move in a week before. So I get to move her in a week before, so I didn't have to cancel my Nashville trip. I love going. I've only been to Nashville one other time, but I enjoyed it. So I'm looking forward to going back. So I did not want to cancel this trip. It was to the point where I was telling her mother that her mother was going to have to move her in because I was not trying to cancel this trip.
Well, how long has it been since you've been in Nashville?
5 years. I went 6 years now. 2019. It's been a minute.
Oh, well then you okay? Yeah, traffic is still a pain in the butt.
I'm not even staying downtown. I'm staying in Goodlettsville. So pray for me.
Oh,
It's 20 minutes out. It's not that far. Y'all hotel's too high, man. Y'all here charge $300 a night. I ain't paying that. I'm not paying that.
I can't say I don't blame you. But I'm trying to get myself situated to get to it. Since I don't live in the city anymore.
Mm.
You know, you got to move a whole group of people with me. But you know, the missus, her family's from down there, so I just be like, well, look, you go hang with them. There you go. You get some help with the twins, and see, it's a win for everybody.
Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can try to get down. I want to go check out this while I'm down there too. I didn't get when I went down there. I was down there recruiting. I only got to be in Nashville for a day. So I'm gonna see if I can try to pull up and check out Fisk while I'm there too. But we'll see. We'll see.
I won't throw any shade at our brothers from down the street.
Be careful, sir. I don't think we got. I don't. As of right now, what's been going on with your institution? I don't know how much room you got to talk.
I can't say too much.
All right. But since we're on the topic, I see they took the interim tag off your chancellor, your president. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, I think it's a good thing.
Okay.
I like some of the things that he's already done, so works for me. Look, you ain't got to spend your time continuing the search, which I'm sure you're using a search firm if you did, which would cost you more money. If you think this is the guy, then go ahead and remove the interim tag and let him run with the ball and see what he can do.
Yeah, nah. I think it stabilizes it a bit. We're gonna see what he does. Hopefully, he has a good relationship with the bot, and then we'll go from there.
Yeah, that relationship between the school and the state has been tumultuous at best. So if we can stabilize that would be a good thing and one less thing for us at large to worry about.
Yeah. All right, we're gonna this will probably be the last break of the show, most likely. And when we come back, we're gonna talk about the art of the sellout. We're gonna talk about the art of the sellout. So when we come back, we'll be back right after this break. And I'm gonna have some fun with some of my South Carolina brethren, and we'll go from there. This is Dr. Cavil's Inside the HBCU Sports Lab.
History? Yeah, we built that. Pride? We fuel that. And on August 30th, we run that. Two powerhouse HBCUs, Howard Bison, FAMU Rattlers, one legendary showdown under the Miami lights at Hard Rock Stadium. The energy unmatched. The culture undeniable. The vibes straight HBCU. 2025 Invesco QQQ Orange Blossom Classic. Get your tickets and book your hotel now at orangeblossomclassic.com. Saturday, August 30th at 4 p.m. in Miami Gardens.
Thank you guys for what you do for HBCU athletics. This is a fantastic avenue for all of us. This is our ESPN, so we love what you guys do. Brian, AD, Roy, all you guys at BCSN. We really appreciate what it is that you guys do for us.
Football fans, HBCU football is back in the ATL with the Cricket MEAC SWAC Challenge Kickoff. Representing the MEAC, North Carolina Central, and representing the SWAC, Southern, Eagles, Jaguars, the Marching Sound Machine, the Human Jukebox. The kickoff trophy is up for grabs, and bragging rights are on the line. The rivalry is real. Bring the family and join us pre-game for the fun-filled Coca-Cola fan experience, including band jamborees, food, activations, and fellowship. For tickets and information, visit MEACSWACChallenge.com.
As technology continues to bring changes to the world of education, it's time we also reimagine teacher professional development. Gone are the days of one-size-fits-all learning that can only be accessed at a specific time and place. The Stride PD Center is an on-demand library of mobile-friendly courses that allow educators to learn anytime and anywhere. Our dynamic courses provide bite-sized learning and help educators advance their knowledge while also gaining professional development hours. The best professional development plans are those that include a level of flexibility and choice for educators. Whether you're a teacher, school, or district, visit us today to take charge of your learning.
Get ready for the inaugural Unity Classic, Saturday, September 13th at Nathaniel Glover Community Field and Stadium. It's a clash of the Virginia Union Panthers of the CIAA and the Edward Waters Tigers of the SIAC. Plus, an HBCU band battle between the Edward Waters Triple Threat Marching Band and the Virginia Union Ambassadors of Sound. The inaugural Unity Classic goes down in due fall.
Compress the analytic data with your hip hop. If you know them like I know them, they gon' tell you if your team, if they wanna lose, and who the ball. So listen to Professor, yes sir, and pay attention, cause he gon' teach a lesson.
Welcome back to Dr. Cavil's Inside the HBCU Sports Lab, episode 687. This is the Indy Report. All right.
Hey,
So the John.
Real quick.
All right, let's go.
Before we get into the art of the seller, I just want to make sure I was clear on a previous point that I made. There's something. So I want you. So this is the seating.
Yes.
For the John Merritt Classic. So all of the gray is not seats that have been sold. They are simply unavailable to purchase, ladies and gentlemen. Because when I tap, like none of it, you can't even. And I know that may have been sold.
So the thing is, and that's why I saw a different one, because I've got another sheet that showed that left side was open, but there's a gray area on the left side that's just sitting there, like right there in the corner. That's where Tennessee State's band's going to be, and then where the other one on the visitor side is where the A&T band's going to be.
Yeah.
So
I wanted to say yes. In previous years, there has been visitor seating, but a lot of times, I mean, there's people over there, but a lot of times they end up sitting close to the band. So yes, we have had. We don't just shove y'all into one section. So I just wanted to clear that up if I had portrayed that to the obvious.
Now,
I'm done.
Aggies have already started buying tickets. I'm in section 136, and yeah. Look, man, the John A. Merritt Classic is one of the big games, though, and this is the first time they played A&T in over a decade. So this is going to be a big one. This is going to be a big one. Like this is going to be a big one.
We're going to make him feel. Look, we're going to make you feel really welcome if you're over there in Tigerland. We're real hospitable.
I don't know if y'all gonna make me feel welcome. We start beating y'all up, man. I'm not sure y'all gonna make us feel welcome. We start. I am looking forward to the game, and I'm definitely looking forward to the band battle. I keep hearing rumors they might do a battle of the bands the night before. I hope it happens. That would be epic if it does. Because the thing is, Tennessee State and A&T are known for their musicality, so that's gonna be some epic stuff if that happens. I'm looking forward to it if that happens.
Even if we did lose our band director. But see that
you moved your Grammy Award-winning band director.
Yeah.
Oh, but y'all will be fine. Y'all the AOB. Y'all gonna be fine.
Yeah.
Y'all gonna be fine.
Yeah.
Y'all gonna be fine. All right. So let's talk about the art of the sellout. So the John A. Merritt Classic went on sale on Monday, but also single game ticket sales for A&T went on sale on Monday as well. And I've been harping for months about buying season tickets. If you really want to go to homecoming, to G-Ho, buy season tickets. So tickets went on sale 8 a.m. on Monday. Y'all crashed the site. And they sold out in a couple hours. So G-Ho is now sold out. And I go into my timeline on Twitter. And South Carolina State folks are mad because they can't get to the game. And I say that you can go to your own homecoming because there's tickets available there still. But I was told that the Marching 101 will be there. They cut the check, so they are going. They bought the tickets to be there. So they, as far as I understand, they're going to be there. So we might get a little battle, might get a little fifth quarter. So yeah. But shout out to Lennon. His cousin decided to go to his alma mater, so shout out to him. He was supposed to go down to school down the road. You made a phenomenal decision, sir. A phenomenal decision. You made an outstanding decision. But so there's been a lot of alums and Bulldogs complaining about what happened. But I when you graduate over 3,000 students a year, when you have over 70,000 living alumni, this is what it is now. Like over 100,000 folks showed up to campus last year during our homecoming during that Saturday. Like this is what it is. And the thing about our homecoming ticket, our Geo ticket for the game is it gives you access to a tailgate section that's not available everywhere else. Like there's tailgate across the campus, all over the campus. But then the Orange Lot tailgate is like where it's hidden. And on top of that, there's Game Zone, and they typically do a concert there too. So like you got a lot of things that you get for that game, for that particular game as a whole. So, but we already got folks already out here scalping tickets already. Like it's already started. and those tickets are gone for just as much as a season ticket would go, which is why I keep telling folks just buy a season ticket. Season tickets season ticket for reserve is $238.
It's not bad at all.
No, it's not. I mean now, and the thing is, the way I make sense for me is I go to at least one other home game, so I to not have to deal with the stress of homecoming or getting tickets, I'll just buy a season ticket and I ain't got to worry about it. And then I could go to any home game I want. I'm going to end up going to 4 this year, which is the most I've gone in a long time. But typically I go to like one other game. I go to GHO and I go to one other game. I figure either whether it's Aggie Eagle or I find a weekend to get down there for one game, and I just go. So I think that folks are going to be critical about the fact that the GO's already sold out, but there's other games available. Like Aggie Eagles still have tickets available. Our home opener against Hampton, there's tickets available. So there's other games that you can go to. Yeah. So I just think it's wild to me that folks are like, man, when I warned them for months to get season tickets, and the AD did too. AD did a whole slide, showed how many season tickets they sold last year up at this point versus how much they sold now. Season tickets were up over 20%.
Wow.
Like, so folks were getting the message, but I don't think folks were hearing it. And now it has happened. It's sold out. And now folks are like up in arms. And then that school down in Orangeburg got the gall to say it's because we're playing them when we sold it out when we played VUL. We sold it out quick when we played Campbell, Monmouth. It does not matter who we play, which is why I've always been why I'm like, I'd rather not pay an HBCU at homecoming, because half the time the band can't come. And it's going to be a logistical nightmare for the folks that don't know what it is to be at homecoming weekend at A&T. Like, you're going to be out here staying out in Winston or Burlington. You're not going to be able to stay in Greensboro unless you're paying $500 a night for a hotel. Like, it's not like it's. I'm just trying to tell you what it is. Like, I'm just trying to speak game to you. Like, unless you know somebody in Greensboro to have a place to live, which I do, or stay by the airport, get lucky and get a decent rate. It's an expensive trip. It's an expensive weekend. Now, our homecoming is awesome, and that's why the prices are so high. It's so awesome that they don't want to have the furniture market the same weekend as our homecoming. It impacts them. So we have to be on separate weekends, and furniture market's not even primarily in Greensboro.
Wow.
Like, that's primarily like High Point. That's probably High Point, Thomasville, which is near Greensboro, but that's how big of a impact it does for the region. I mean, it's the largest thing that the city does every year. It was at one point. It was larger when the ACC tournament used to be there. Like, we brought in more money than the ACC tournament. Like, so it's a different event, guys. Like, I know folks want to compare homecomings. It's a different type of ordeal.
I can't say nothing on that. I will say, first of all, congratulations on selling out. I think that's a beautiful thing.
Oh,
I
yeah.
think it's great. I think it shows what a fan base can do when they get behind something. But look, I don't want to get into old MEAC business, because we're on the outside looking in Tigerland. But I will say this. I mean, I don't see how you could get mad that you can't get tickets. I mean, do Carolina people complain if they can't get tickets to Duke line in Cameron if you have a chance to buy the tickets early? I mean, it's not like it's not like it's been 50 years since y'all was in the VAC. I mean, they know what it is. So I don't understand the anger. Do they think that they was gonna take over y'all stadium or something? Is that what they were thinking? Sure.
They weren't going to take over the stadium if it wasn't GHO. So I don't know why they thought it was going to be a phenomenal. Like, they had no chance. And folks that talked to me about it, I said, you better buy a season ticket or you're not getting a ticket. I told them that. I said, you might need to buy a season ticket if you really are serious about going. And they didn't take heed. Just like some alums from A&T didn't take heed either. So it's not a game. Like it's a bonanza. But don't worry, for 200, 250, you can get a ticket. You just got to get third party. You can go get a ticket if you really want to go that bad.
Ooh, man, he's gonna get his head cracked trying to get to.
Oh yeah, you getting cracked. But before we close, and I'm going to say this again, I think we have to increase our ticket prices. I've expressed that we need to increase our ticket prices. Like if we're selling out as fast as we are, we need to increase the ticket prices for that game. I think it should be like I went to Bama State's homecoming last year. My ticket cost $210 for their homecoming. For the game. $210. We're charging $60. We need to increase the prices. We're charging $60. Howard charges over $100. Like we need to increase the price. I know folks don't want to hear that, but we need to increase the price. Like I think we're giving out a bargain, and now that folks are doubling and tripling it because now you're going to have more scalpers involved. So you got to increase the price. You have to do that to veer off the scalpers. You got to up the price a little bit.
Yeah, and
I'll post it on Twitter, ODB. I'll post it right after this show. Yes, 210. I'll post it on Twitter. The game already happened. It was against FAMU. I'll post it on Twitter. So when I hear folks talking about you don't want to raise ticket prices, I look at them like they're crazy.
Yeah, because like I said, the secondary market shows what people are willing to pay. You know, I come from athletic retail. The secondary market on sneakers showed Nike they can raise prices and people won't take that big of a deal with it because they're going over to Dope or that other platform.
StockX.
And they're paying those prices. They said, "Well, shoot, we'll," and they've shown no reservations about doing it. So, as a stockholder, thank you all. Keep buying the Jordans. But I love it. But I mean, you make a good point. I mean, $60, man, that's like a reseller's dream.
Bruh. And I don't think folks see that. And that's why I get annoyed. All right. I gotta close the show before OAG Strikers Zone gets mad at me.
They're really gonna be doubly mad at you.
Yeah, they already gonna be mad at me about the shade I gave them earlier, but it is what it is, man. But thank you for listening to Inside the HBCU Sports Lab. Make sure you share our podcast with your friends and colleagues. We look forward to next week as we discuss the latest news in the lab. Make sure you follow Dr. Kenyatta Cavil on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. Inside HBCU Sports Lab 1 on Facebook and Inside HBCU Sports Lab on YouTube. Follow me on Twitter at ChampD1012. Go to sneakershoptop.com for Brandon King. He's out here doing all these articles and showing some pretty cool stuff. Dream big and continue to move forward. We'll talk to you soon. Brandon.
Of course.
Lecture. Dismissed.
Yes.